And welcome to Newman Catholic High School. Jason Zaleski here, Dan Ross to my right, home of the Fighting Cardinals. And Dan, tonight the Cardinals have a brand new football home.
It is unbelievable. We have walked the premises, we have watched it being built from the ground up.
Yeah.
Tonight, years of preparation come to fruition.
It's dreams come true. We'll talk about our little chat with each coach that we had. But I was talking to Newman Cardinals head coach Paul Micklig a few minutes ago, and just talking about the facility here. And coach said, you know, for a school our size, it's pretty nice. And I said, no, coach, for a school, it's pretty nice. For a school any size, I mean, this is fantastic.
Best in the area, has to be.
Yeah, I like my Tigers and Marshfield a whole lot, and the turf fields though are so valuable in a lot of ways. One, injury prevention is a big thing,
especially at this old field.
Yeah. Well, there were many an ambulance ride out of the field that was here prior. It may or may not be because of the field, but we'll see. Yeah. The sport also has some collision and some injury risk, just inherent risk beyond the point. So injury prevention, just school pride. The crowd is big. This is as big a crowd as you're going to see at a Newman Catholic football game. One change: we're here on a Friday night playing football with
Saturday afternoon
with the Newman Fighting Cardinals. Another change: so we're standing right here, Dan, on the 8-player boundary. And over here is the white area is the 11-player boundary. What that means for Newman as a school district is they are now eligible, and I know they are aggressively seeking to host neutral site football games here too. So it's a revenue maker along with everything else.
Absolutely, and you can't tell on the camera, it smells new. Like you can smell the paint, you can smell the rubber.
Yeah.
Little rubber pellets that are
they're in there.
The field.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they're still getting worked in.
Yeah, yeah, you feel like you're kind of gliding on the field a little bit. It's really going to be interesting to see how, especially the first half of this game, if the players are slipping, if they're running on it. Newman's been practicing on it, so a little bit of an advantage for it. But
it's got that new car smell, and Dan and I have both been privileged enough during our days, fortunate enough, worked hard enough to earn ourselves a brand new car. And when you buy a brand new car, it's got that smell, but you also need to work in what they call your butt groove. We're on a high school broadcast, so I'll call it that. So they got to get the grooves in here and get it comfortable for them. That's what's coming next.
Yeah, I mean, we've heard everybody around the Newman Catholic athletic system. Everybody's here. The who's who of Newman Catholic is here tonight.
We've seen them all.
Just almost a palpable feel to this.
Yeah, there's excitement building. There was a soccer game before this one. Newman Fighting Cardinals were winners, 5-2. So the stadium got broken in. The field got broken in a bit with the soccer match prior to this, and a lot of the crowd has stayed. I know that the youth cheerleaders are here. I talked to Mona Fox prior to my arrival. That's a who's who. That's one of those people. Mona's proud to have her cheerleaders out here. They're going to get in the mix. But the soccer families have stayed to take in the football game. People continue to pour in. We see them walking in on the brand new sidewalk coming in from the south. It's a big crowd on hand already.
Here's the thing. They didn't have lights here.
No.
Right? This is the first night football game in Newman Catholic history.
Here it is.
Yeah, we're here.
We're here. We're doing it. Again, my name's Jason Zaleski. This is Dan Ross. We're going to take a short break. We've got a very special guest coming up. You mentioned who's who of Newman. Well, we've got the most popular Newman Catholic Fighting Cardinal in the place coming to visit us next, right after this on Zaleski Sports. Sprains, strains, sports injuries, and repetitive overuse syndrome. Together with PRO, the Physical Therapy and Hand Center of Wausau, we are committed to enhancing the lifestyles of those we service and getting you back to life. To learn more, visit us at oaw-ortho.com. Hey.
The first tube was bent in 1968 back in a garage by our house. Shortly after that, we moved into a rented space in a machine shop.
Moving into this building in 2000 at 90,000 square feet.
So right now we sit at 165,000 square feet.
150 employees. Every day we look at how grateful we are to be where we are, but we never forget where we started. Here at J&D Tube Benders, we're a full custom hydraulic tube manufacturer. We can do anything from their simple bent tube component to a fully welded assembly.
We're back. And we are back here on Zaleski Sports, home of the Newman Catholic Fighting Cardinals football field, and we have the most famous Newman Catholic Fighting Cardinal of all. The Cardinal himself is with us. Yeah. Dan, what do you think of that? I mean, you got the actual Cardinal right here. It's crazy talk.
Who's who? One of the most famous mascots in the area, the Fighting Cardinal.
Yeah. The Cardinal knows, maybe some of the people don't, the Cardinal's also a commercial star. The Cardinal is on one of our commercials.
True.
We're Express Employment proud with that. Orthopedic Associates of Wausau, by the way, helping us to bring today's broadcast. Dan, let's go talk to 65 here and get his he's got a football shirt on there. Find out about his footballness.
Absolutely. What grade are you in?
Eighth.
8th grade, so you're coming into the program next year. How good's the team this year?
Middle school or high school?
High school.
I would say we're looking pretty solid.
Pretty solid. I have heard that from a lot of people. Really talented
Yeah.
high school team this year. What's your name?
Sam Smith,
Sam Smith. All right. Next year you're going to be a freshman. You're playing football?
probably.
Probably.
If they pass him into his freshman year, right? Fella, what's your name?
Jack Martin.
Okay, we got Jack Martin here. Jack, you're in 8th grade also?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, so how many games do you have in this year? Have you played a game yet this year?
Not this year.
Not this year. When is your first game?
Next Thursday.
Next Thursday. Oh, you got a scrimmage? Okay, who will be in the scrimmage with you?
Athens and Thorpe.
Athens and Thorpe. Oh, those are some good competitors for sure, right? You know, maybe you're not old enough yet, maybe you are, but I mean, what do you think of something like this? I mean, a brand new stadium that you get to call home now for the rest of your high school career. What's that like?
I think it's very awesome, because we were playing on one of the most uneven fields ever. Now we got something very nice that we can actually play.
Right, yeah, goats may not have appreciated the field. That's kind of the shape. I mean, this was a much needed thing, right? What's it like to see all the people here? I mean, we'll have one of the biggest crowds in Newman history here. What's that like?
It's like a great crowd. Everybody's coming to cheer us on.
Yeah, all right. Okay, yeah, I think we're good with that. Now, so we got to, what's your best like crowd pump up move, Cardinal? What do you think you got in the tank to really get the crowd going? Give us your best. I mean,
Yeah,
you know, what about
flat
like one of these, and then we go.
How about like one of these? One of these?
Yeah, you got to get the wings
You
going.
get the first down marker.
Well, that's what I was saying. You get them all wound up,
Sign.
and then you just rip it.
Yeah. Halftime today, halftime at Newman Catholic, still have time to get here. Halftime's going to be a special occasion, and the Cardinal's going to be a star.
Cardinal is going to be a star. We laid our eyes on the ribbon. The ribbon may or may not be held hostage right now by me and Dan. I'll warn about that ahead of time. But no, the Cardinal's a big part of the ribbon cutting at halftime. We will show you all that coming up at half. We've got 6 minutes right now to anthem. We'll take a quick break. Back for more pregame right after this on Zaleski Sports.
Find auto repairs, brakes, tires, and oil changes all in one place at Auto Select in Weston. At Auto Select, you can expect dependable automotive repair from the experts you can trust will exceed your expectations. Auto repair has never been so comfortable with a spacious, clean waiting room with refreshments along with shuttle service and loaner vehicles for your convenience. And ask about their 3-year, 36,000-mile warranty. For your next auto repair or maintenance, bring your vehicle to Auto Select on Schofield Avenue in Weston. In Stevens Point and Plover, at Auto Select, you're good to go.
In every department at Dahl Auto, you'll find people who've been in the industry for decades. Sales staff with a deep knowledge, not just of cars, but how to build relationships. A service team who always double checks each other's work. Dozens of people you may never meet who've been working for years to make buying and servicing a car feel fast and easy. In over 100 years at Dahl Auto, we've learned to value experience. After working with our team, you'll value our experience too. Dahl Auto, simple.
So keep your head on a swivel out here. We're on the field to play, but we've got our captains here. Let's mention them for Newman Catholic. Quincy Fender.
Griffin Pent?
Damian Pent, right? Is that who we have? Yep. Griffin Pent, and we've got Everett Pent. So we got all the Pents here on the Wild Rose side. Captains that'll come out for the coin toss. Landon Anderson, Wyatt Bowen. We got there 68. Yeah, Alex Frank, and of course we got Jasper Fetch. So those would be your 8 captains for Newman and Wild Rose, respectively, as they come out to the field now. And it's the first of, right? Everything's the first of, but here would be the first coin toss on the brand new football field here. So we've got just over 4 minutes to kick off. And we'll go a little closer here, Dan. We'll let the folks at home in on what's going on.
I like it.
Hi guys. Help keep yourself and your teammates on. Any obvious penalties we'll take care of. Anything complicated, we're going to get this side. We're going to make it
Newman has won the toss. Or Wild Rose won the toss. They deferred. Newman will get the ball first.
Yep. Wild Rose won the toss. They defer to the second half, so they'll get a choice in the second half.
I think I know what they'll do though.
Likely receive. There was an NFL guy that screwed that up a couple of years ago. I don't remember who it was. Probably the Cowboys. Screwed that up a couple years ago. So Newman's going to receive. Now, what the folks at home didn't know and what Wild Rose didn't know is Coach Miklig wanted to receive no matter what anyway. So he got what he wanted. Wild Rose got what they wanted, and soon we're going to have what we want, which is a football game right here.
Absolutely. First conference game of the season for both teams. Newman coming off a shutout win against Florence. Wild Rose got roughed up a little bit to Sevastopol. So trying to turn it around a little bit. This is a big one tonight.
Orthopedic Associates of Wausau helping to present our pregame show here today. Dan, so a question that I've got from the boss coming in. So we've got our other game of the week. Game of the week 1B is over Stratford and Edgar over in Stratford. Your quads were screaming. They were hot last week. How are the quads today after the setup in New Richmond last week?
It's not too bad. It was sore for a couple days, and my wife heard me complain about it for a day or two, and she's like, "You did it to yourself."
Well, I don't know how many stairs we climbed, but it was
hundreds.
Hundreds. Whatever an NFL player does in April, we did on Thursday night over in New Richmond last week. With our big setup.
So what I will say, bring people into this, Wild Rose practiced the onside kick when Newman was not on the field.
All right. Secret weapon, perhaps.
We'll see.
Perhaps. So I mentioned the other game of the week, Stratford Edgar. The explanation there goes without saying.
Yeah, it's the biggest game in the area every year. This is no exception.
Yeah, you talk about rivalries across the state. I mean, there's some crosstown things, and those local. Right now, for example, tonight on our network, Oshkosh West and Oshkosh North. That's a huge rivalry.
Yep.
Some will question the quality of the game, but it's a huge rivalry. Eau Claire North, Eau Claire Memorial, huge rivalry. That game coming up in a few weeks. Here's what's going on the network. They had a 6 o'clock kickoff. Winnebago Lutheran hosting Amherst. Steve Maves on the call. Yep. Colby at Abbotsford. So that's kind of a rivalry. The towns are a mile apart.
Yeah, they're right there. The Colby School District actually goes around Abbotsford.
They co-op on some sports. Not football, though. Ben Brecht on the call over in Abbotsford. Slinger and Badger. Just a monumental game as far as the premium powers and traditional powers in the southeastern part of the state. Matt Peck and Elijah Vangsalata there. Stanley Boyd at Cadott. We did that game as a game of the week last year. Stanley Boyd had a running clock in the second half. We'll see if Cadott's better this year than they were last year.
They were good last year.
Dan Lau on the call there. Neilsville Granton at Loyal Greenwood. That's the Battle of Highway 73 with Ben, Jeepers. I'll get back to that one. Mosney at Menasha. I got to remember all these names. Joe Anderson on the call in Loyal. Yeah. Mosney, Menasha, Brendan Retzloff on the call. Manawa at St. Mary Catholic. Mike Wendlandt is on the call over. I'm sorry, no, he's not. Justin Shizuski on the call there.
Okay.
Whoosh. Edgar Stratford with Mike Steinwagner and Todd Schultz on the call. Freedom at Wapaka, Dan Nelson on the call. Oshkosh West, Oshkosh North, Mike Wendland is there for that big battle. And then it's me and you here, Wild Rose and Newman Catholic. And we are at zeros. And so it is national anthem time here in Wausau. We'll keep the microphones on as Dan and I retreat back to the press box. We'll get ready for kickoff. You'll listen to the national anthem right here on Zaleski Sports.
Today's football match features the visiting Wildcats from Wild Rose High School and your two-time state champion Newman Catholic Cardinals. As is tradition at Newman Catholic High School, we ask those who are able to stand and join us in prayer. Strong and faithful God, as we come together. Thank you. And now to honor America and those defending our freedom, we ask you to remain standing, remove your hats, and place your hand over your heart for the national anthem.
Elite Auto Care on Schofield Avenue in Weston offers the best in automotive care and repair. This locally owned and operated repair group features a full staff of ASE certified technicians. They are ready to handle all major and minor repairs to get you back on the road. For any make, any model vehicle, look to Elite Auto Care for repairs. From general maintenance and preventative care like oil changes and tire rotations, to those more challenging issues like air conditioning, brakes, and engine issues. Elite Auto also offers a full selection of tires to fit your vehicle needs. For your next auto needs, turn to Elite Auto Care, your local family-owned auto business, on Schofield Avenue in Schofield.
Here we go. It is football time here in Wausau. Dan and I have moved to the penthouse. So I like to consider it anyway.
It's actually pretty nice.
Well, we're aided by a fantastic night here for football. Sun setting behind us. Wild Rose kicking off to Newman in front of us. And this, Dan, is a stadium grand opening night. And a great night.
I'm going to feel pretty silly if they just kick here. But we'll see.
You think there's an onside coming?
I saw him practicing it.
Okay. Well, here we go. Kickoff. Wild Rose. Dan, what does he know? Nothing. As Wyatt Bowen kicks it right out of bounds, so we get a penalty. So again, we go through all these first, right? So there's the first penalty at the new stadium. We get all these things behind us. By the end of the first quarter, we'll have nothing to talk about because all the firsts will be crossed off.
Well, technically in the first quarter, I'm going to have to put a jacket on because it's going to get chilly.
I was told a kickoff temp of 58. We're a little better than that right now. Not much, but a little better. Well, the sun is right on our backsides as we are in the penthouse suite here at Newman Catholic Cardinals Stadium.
There's the visiting stands across from us. They're looking into the sun right now.
They got sun eye shielded, and this would be Quincy Fender on the keeper on the left side. He's across the 40 to the 50. Fender, one man to beat. And Fender eludes the tackle. One more man to beat, and it's
out of bounds.
Finally pushed out of bounds by Wyatt Bowen. He had Ben Olsen slipped the arm tackle of Olsen all the way down to the 12-yard line.
Yeah, and disappointing for Wild Rose. We talked to the coach before the game, and that was the exact play that he knew was coming.
That run, right, with the pulling lineman.
Yep. First and 10 from the 12.
First and 10
from the 11.
12, 11-ish, 12-ish. Here's Fender. He will hand it off inside for a couple. Goes Tristan Fisher. Fisher, a gain of about 3 on the play. You mentioned Newman royalty watching the football game from afar. How about Jason Vandenelsen?
Yeah, he wished he could be here. He's got a little bit of a bug, sounds like.
Well, I got a bug with him. He's got a bug up his rear end.
Well, you'd be able to see him because the shine would be, or the light would be gleaming.
Well, it would look like a halo coming in from the parking lot. It would be quite an entrance for a guy of his stature.
It's packed here.
Here's Fender on the keeper on the right side. He lost the football, and falling on it was Michael Fox. Fox falls on it. Thankfully, a ball knocked free by Jonah Chamberlain, and it's a loss of a couple. It's going to be 3rd and long coming up for the Fighting Cardinals.
I'll tell you what is pretty interesting. You see, looks like number 56 for Wild Rose wearing the cover on the helmet.
Well,
what do you think about that?
Well, if you've ever watched our show, you know how I feel about that.
Oh, I know how you feel.
Here's Fender, rolls left, throws left, pass complete, caught by Griffin Pent.
Right at the line.
Pent, he's got a good spot on it.
Right at the line to gain. And they're
4th down upcoming. It's going to be short by about a full yard. So,
I don't think they're kicking.
4th down.
4th and 1 from the 2. So they can still get a 1st down, the Cardinals can. Coach Paul Micklig, rather a touchdown.
Probably quarterback keeper here, I'd imagine.
Coach Matt Havlovitz on the other side. You mentioned Coach Havlovitz on what he thought about the running game and needed to stop it. So far has not been able to. Here's Fender keep and hurdles into the end zone. And the Newman Cardinals, first ever touchdown at the brand new stadium.
Triangle going across the goal line. On the PlayStation 2.
That's right. That's right. I don't know what it is on my Xbox.
It'll be Y, I believe.
Y, yeah, Y is hurdle on the Xbox. Okay, extra point coming up. The hold from Cooper Gold is down. The kick is low and through. And Quincy Fender runs it in. He kicks it in. And it is 7-0 Cardinals. 9:48 to play in the first quarter. You're watching high school football on Zaleski Sports.
Are you ready to give your kids a head start on smart money habits? With Abbey Bank's Bright Future Checking, kids and teens can learn to manage money with you right by their side. They get their own debit card, and you can keep an eye on spending with easy-to-use mobile banking and card controls. The Bright Future Checking account has no fees, no minimum balance, and kids get a bonus after the first deposit is made. Give your child the power of independence. Stop in or visit abbeybank.com to get started. Abbey Bank is member FDIC.
We're good.
And back here in Wausau, what are we? We're Central Wausau. Is that, geographically speaking?
North Central Wausau.
North Central.
Say, yeah. There's still time to come out here. Still time to take in the first ever Newman Catholic football game under the lights.
Yeah, keep coming. The people are still flowing into the stadium. We've got the best view up here, but we see them all the way from the sidewalk, the street, coming from everywhere. Here is a low liner, and the Cardinals are going to get up.
Get it.
Yeah, that was. It was not onside per se, but it was intended. So if we do hit somebody, we're going to have a good chance to get the ball back. If we don't, it's kind of a squib kick. And that went off to the left thigh of Jackson Bleefnick and bounced right back like a bullet pass off the backboard in the basketball gym.
Yeah, we're seeing that a little bit more and more at all levels of football. I'm surprised you don't see NFL teams do that, since it's so hard to get an onside kick now.
And we're going to get an illegal formation, swinging gate or something near that happening here. But the Cardinals line up inappropriately, and it's a 5-yard penalty on Newman.
Yeah, I'm not exactly sure why that's illegal.
Just didn't have enough men on the line of scrimmage. So they're going to line it up again, run the same formation.
I mean, they have enough guys on the line. No one's covered. That was a false start.
Well, yeah, 21 and 1 were moving in the backfield at the same time. So 5 more yards back.
Let's see if Coach Micklig tries it a third time.
I mean, they haven't really run it yet, so why not? It's not like you've given away any secret. I mean, Wild Rose still doesn't know what's going to happen after the snap because we haven't had a snap.
First and 20.
And what better time for a gadget play than on a 1st and 20? All right, yeah, let's run it again.
Well, you're playing with house money because you kind of stole a possession.
Yep, for sure. We got 5 on the line, 1 in motion, and I'll tell you what, Dan, the down judge did reach for his flag. He was conflicted, the down judge. Pass incomplete. He was looking at Damian Pence, 5'9" senior is Damian.
That's an interesting play call because he came out of the backfield to catch that, and Wild Rose is obviously confused about how they're going to cover it. They're going right back to the formation.
Well, you've probably got 4 plays out of this lineup. So we've seen one of them. Same look. This will be, it'll be a fumble at the end of it on the double handoff, reverse, and fallen on by Pent. Now we've got problems, Dan. We've got 3rd and most of the football field to go.
Coach Miklig, a little bit of a mad professor here. It's going to be 3rd and 20, 30.
He's mad, all right. Yeah, it's got to be at least 30.
10, 20, about 30, 33, looks like.
Yeah. Yep. The brand new scoreboard can't go that high in the to-go number. It's just stuck at 20. All right, well, the 49 is a first down.
So now they flipped it.
And on the option, it'll be Tristan Fisher off the left side. He'll get a couple.
That's a really late hit. That was really
Get a couple. They're going to, both teams are going to talk about it on the sideline, and the end of it is a 4th down for Newman.
Yeah, and so what I will say, and you probably pick it up on camera, is the out of bounds line is in black, and it's really hard to see. And the Wild Rose defender hit the Newman Cardinal runner about 3 yards out of bounds and then put him into the turf, but I don't think he knew he was out of bounds.
Okay, so Newman breaks into their punt formation. Punt is sent away. It's not a long punt, angling to the right. We'll cross into Wild Rose territory, where the Wildcats will begin their first offensive possession tonight. So we get to see the Wild Rose offense. 8:48 to play in the first. No harm, no foul on that, what ended up being essentially an onside kick, because here's Wild Rose right where the kick went off the thigh of the up man just a few minutes ago.
Yeah, and honestly, Wild Rose has to feel good with that possession, even though some of that was self-inflicted by Newman, but that's a defensive stop.
Yep. Yeah, I mean, at the end of it, Newman did run 3 offensive plays, and they ran backwards. So here are the Wildcats offensively, again for the first time tonight. Motion man is Ben Olson. Braxton Landwehr. Landwehr will load up and intercepted. Grabbed there by Griffin Pent at his own 30-yard line and across now the 45. Cardinals football.
Yeah, and this is one of those cases where you know you're watching 8-man football because the quarterback was throwing that no matter what, right?
Well, you got 1-on-1 coverage, right?
Yeah, and it was well covered.
Yep. Okay, so Griffin Pent gives the offense the ball back again. So 3rd offensive possession for the Cardinals. And again, we've only played 3.5 minutes of football.
Yeah, these 8-man games are pretty long.
They can be.
They can be.
Yeah. All right, so see what Quincy Fender and company have in mind now. This will go up the middle. And Fender sliding on one knee. Like a Michael Jackson move, coming onto the stage, sliding on one knee.
I was a little worried about it. I don't think he fell kind of awkwardly.
Well, thankful for the brand new turf.
Yeah.
All the rubber pellets down.
For sure. For some of our viewers, this might be the first time that they're watching 8-man football.
Could be.
Could be. I'm a fan of it. I really am.
A week and a half ago, we had our Central Wisconsin football coaches show, and when I say that, I mean Marshfield area.
Yeah.
And 2 of the coaches, these are all 11-player coaches, asked how many 8-player games you're going to have this year. I'll comment on that, why they were asking that in just a minute. Here's Fender looking right past, tipped at the line, and incomplete. I won't say who, that would be disrespectful by me, but the 2 coaches have teams or have at schools that are likely in a future state of 8-player football. So very interested to know about our broadcast plans in the 8-player sphere.
Yeah, I mean, for a couple of years now, Zaleski Sports has 1, maybe 2 a night. It depends on the schedule and who's playing and how good the games are.
A fair offering. It's not heavy. It's a fair offering. It'd be my extension on your comment. Tristan Fisher will ground out about 4 yards. It's going to be coming up for the Cardinals, and they will no doubt keep their offense on the field. measurement. Now, do we get a virtual measurement at the brand new stadium?
No, it looks like there's a
Injury substitution.
injury, or it's probably a
Equipment malfunction.
yeah.
Well, it was the ball carrier Fisher. He's coming out, took his helmet off right away, getting all the rubber
Look at the
pellets.
flowing locks.
Yeah.
Much better hair than all the broccoli hair kids that we see around these days.
Broccoli hair. I like that.
Yeah.
All right.
Looks like a head of broccoli.
Fourth down, Fender will keep it and pushes himself ahead for the first down.
Yeah, if you are a ball carrier in maybe middle school, going into high school, always try to fall forward.
Yep.
Always fall forward.
Lean into it, right?
Yep.
Just lean into it. That's what those squats are for during weight day.
Yep.
Monday, a lot of teams have weight day on Monday. Get in the squat rack. And you'll see that happen. Well, we got the Cheetos truck out there causing commotion. Chester Cheetah himself probably driving this. Fender back to pass, and pass is complete. Pass to Cooper Gold.
Fender's pass is complete to Cooper Gould to the Wildcat 19.
Gold, a 5'10" senior.
First down, Newman Catholic.
He made sure to tell the fans that was indeed a first down.
Yeah, well, some need clarification.
We have about 25 cheerleaders in front of us.
Well, I mentioned the pregame show, Mona. There's Mona on the right there in her cheer squad. I'm very excited to be here. Mona and the cheerleaders. All right, so here are the Cardinals now. Reload, first down. Inside the Wild Rose 20. A couple seconds left on the play clock. They get the play off in time. Pass complete to Griffin Pent. And Pent will carry the tackler near the line to gain.
Yeah.
Over there for Wild Rose was Tucker Durham.
Newman's really making a living on these out routes right now. The square outs, couple steps, sharp turn, the ball is delivered on time.
Ball's been placed at the Wildcat 9. First and goal, Newman.
So first and goal, the chain gang gets to have a break.
Well, one of them does.
Yeah.
No, yeah, both,
one left.
both of them.
The down marker still has to be there. Yeah. So from the 9, here is Fender. Fender will roll right. He's got an option behind him. We'll take it. That's Fisher. And Fisher can't get the pylon and out at the 4-yard line. It's going to be second and goal from the 4.
Almost took out our friend from Channel 7.
Well, you know, Dale's been to a few football games, but I'll tell you about what I know about Dale. He has not been to a football game in a long time.
It's a special night.
Special night.
Yeah.
Everybody, it's all hands on deck.
I'll tell you what, the sun has gone beyond the tree line and it has dropped 8 degrees.
It's beyond the hill. I don't know what hill that is back there. It's got a name, but I don't know which one. Yeah, every hill is named. All right, Fender, hand off to Fisher. Fisher straight up the gut. He's tripped through the hole. It's going to be third and goal inside the 2-yard line for the Cardinals.
Fisher down at the Wild Rose 1.
Braden better now.
Third down.
Braden Bolus on the 1s and 2s downstairs. Double checking my audio, Braden. Are we good? Give me a thumbs up. I'm not sure if that was a thumbs up or not. All right, 5:35 to play. Here is Fender, and he will tiptoe into the end zone. And a touchdown for the Cardinals. So 2 touchdowns tonight for Quincy Fender. Each from just a couple of yards out.
Yeah, and we talked before we went on the air, and talking to the Wild Rose coach, I said to the Wild Rose coach that this Newman offense is always centered all around the quarterback. And it's usually the best athlete on the field.
The snap was high, maybe intentional, and the 2-point conversion is good. That was flicked up there by Cooper Gold. And
Coach Makewick's sly as a fox.
He is sly as a fox, isn't he? That was caught by Joseph Radke, a 6'2" sophomore. And the Cardinals lead 15-0 on Zaleski Sports.
For the very best in craftsmanship and innovative construction, put your trust in Scherer Construction. You'll see their work when you drop your kids at school, visit the public library, drive past the fire station, or even in the industrial park. Scherer Construction has helped countless homeowners with bringing their dreams to life, and hundreds of businesses create beautiful facilities that make our communities shine all throughout Wisconsin. For your next residential, commercial, municipal, or educational construction project, join the countless others who have put their faith in Scherer Construction. Find their location right here in Wausau or online at schererconstruction.com.
What do you want?
Water and a cheeseburger?
Well, I got money.
We'd like to take a minute to thank our field sponsors, Orthopedic Associates, PGA, K&M Electric, and the Dirt Scoop.
2-0 here against the visiting Wild Rose Wildcats on Stadium grand opening night. Here, Dan Ross will be back
Mute me.
on the fantastic. Fallen on by the a 5-foot sophomore. And so the Wildcats will come on offensively now for the second time tonight. Last possession for Wild Rose ended in an interception on the first play. So this will be play number 2 offensively for Wild Rose tonight. And Braxton Landwehr at quarterback. He's a 6-foot junior. Is Landwehr. Coach was pretty excited about Landwehr, and off to the right, he'll be ridden out of bounds. Loss of a couple on the play. It'll bring up 2nd and 12 for the Wildcats.
Taken down by Storm of Cart for a 2-yard loss, 2nd down.
5:05 here left in the first. Gets the play call from the sideline, reports to the huddle, shares his newfound information with the rest of his friends. The other 7 Wildcats with him. And here's Landwehr. Handoff up the middle, and the Cardinals are. That was Dana leading the way on the handoff to Ben Olsen. Actually went to Ezra Mueller. So now we've got 3rd and 13 coming up now for the Wildcats. And we'll have a penalty on the play.
Play on the play.
Mr. Bullis, put both receivers on the window ledge. That will help our situation, please. There you go. That should be a help. All right, so after the 5-yard penalty is marked off, 3rd and 17 now, and ball on the ground on the missed handoff, and the Cardinals will recover inside the Wildcats 30. That was Michael Fox on the recovery. And the Cardinals offense yet again on the field here in this first quarter. 3:45 to play in the first.
Ball has been placed at the
Wildcats have run 4 offensive plays. The Cardinals now their 4th possession just in the first quarter. So here. Got a man, had a step in, touchdown! Griffin Pent on the touchdown. No, he did drop it. It looked like a sail right into Griffin Pent, but in and out of his hands, it'll be 2nd down.
pass ball's incomplete.
Most of the stadium, including me, thought that was a touchdown. Left in Cardinals, 2 backs on either side of Fender. Fender, option, pitch, run to the right side, pass. 5 and knocked out was Michael Fox. Fox a run of about 30. Ball marked on 5. It's 1st and goal now for the. So 1st and goal. Here comes Fender to the line. Handoff up the middle, pushing forward and in is Tristan Fisher. Tristan Fisher touchdown. That makes it 21-0. Cardinals all over the Wildcats here in the first. Quincy Fender will. It is true. The Cardinals increase their first quarter 22-0. 23 left here in the first on Zaleski Sports.
Great Lakes Cheese in Wausau is hiring full-time second and third shifts with competitive starting wages and a pay increase every 90 days during your first year. Great Lakes Cheese invests in their employees. Apply today at jobs.greatlakescheese.com.
The doctor basically said, you're going to be in a wheelchair and walking with a walker. And I'm like, what? I'm like, that's my life. That's my life story. I looked around on the internet and I found Shai at Next Step Prosthetics. And I came in and met with him and I felt so comfortable here, so unfearful. He said, we're going to get you up and walking.
Call to set up a free, no obligation evaluation. Next Step Prosthetics, the fit for you.
All right, 3:23. Touchdowns. Kick. Sophomore. 45. First down. Wildcats get the ball here in favorable position as they begin now their. It's been 2 turnovers for the Wildcats. Interception on the first, fumble on the second. And here's the handoff, and that will go nowhere. Tucker Durham on the carry, and he will get back to the line of scrimmage as the interior of that Cardinals defensive line. Credit on the tackle being given to Damian Pent. .250 and counting left here in the first. With Braxton Landwehr. Landwehr looks to throw, throws right, and incomplete for Landwehr.
Pass by Landwehr intended for Chamberlain is incomplete. Third down.
Hold on.
So third down after the incomplete pass. Wild Rose still looking for their footing offensively here tonight. Here's Landwehr under pressure, slides right, heaves, and that pass incomplete. Intended for Landon Anderson, but he was a good 5 yards trailing the football on the pass from Landwehr. And now Landwehr talking to our white hat.
Newman would like to recognize
getting some further explanation after that pass. So fourth down now for the Wildcats, 2:32 to play here in the first. Landwehr, and muffed it and got the punt off anyway, as he was contacted on the punt, and that'll be down just across the 40-yard line. We do have a flag on the field. It's going to be running into the kicker, and that's a 5-yard penalty. Wild Rose could accept that penalty and re-kick, and they may, considering it was a 12-yard punt, that might be an option for Wild Rose, or you'd have it 1st and 5 from the 50. Maybe you run an offensive play. Dan Ross, fresh back from a trip to the concession stand, which is nice. How did that go for you?
Whew, it was, that's one of the hardest things I've done.
Well, we've got a, what do you call it, like an escape hatch that we climb to get up here?
Yeah, we are on the roof. We're on the roof of the brand new press box.
Again, I prefer it to be called the penthouse.
Yeah.
Whatever suits you. Okay, so we accept the running into the kicker penalty. It's 4th and 5, and they take Landwehr out to do the Wildcats. And instead, this will be Wyatt Bowen. So Bowen will put boot to ball and a much better kick this time.
He's going to check up. Yeah.
And we'll roll out at the 10-yard line where the Newman Catholic Fighting Cardinals will take over. 2:19 to play here in this first quarter. 30-second break. Back for more football after this on Zaleski Sports.
At the Granite Shop, we take great pride in what we do. We offer high-quality natural stone granite as well as a huge selection of man-made stone. With full slabs as well as a variety of partial remnants, you'll have no problem finding the stone that was meant for you. Our high-end, high-quality granite, quartz, and marble is perfect for any kitchen, bathroom, or remodel need. We are locally owned and operated on County Road C near Stratford. We service all of Wisconsin.
And back here, Newman now from its own 10-yard line, and Fender pass complete. Hauled in there by Michael Fox.
Pass by Fender to Michael Fox is complete for a 10-yard gain. Newman Catholic first down.
So 10 yards on the pass catch. Fender to Fox.
Ball on the Cardinal 20.
Final 2:05 here in the first quarter. Dan, that's a half hour on the first quarter.
That's 8-man football for you.
You're keeping track at home of such things. So here's Fender. And up the middle go the Cardinals. They are just gashing Wild Rose up the middle right now. A run of 7 on first down. Run there by Michael Fox. Now, I will say, I checked in on Edgar Stratford. They're scoreless after the first quarter. Their first quarter just ended, so we're not that far behind a scoreless game in Stratford.
Sure, but there's probably been 1 or 2 passes thrown in that game so far.
Yeah, maybe. Just maybe. You know, you and I have been to that game over the years. We've watched it from afar at different years. There are just weird things that happen, Stratford Edgar. Just weird things. 4 wide now for Fender and the Cardinals. He drops back to pass, looks left, and got a man up the sideline. Pass complete to the 50-yard line on the completion to Michael Fox.
Complete from Fender to Michael Fox into Wild Rose territory at the 49. First down.
59
Newman.
seconds when the clock will be wound again in just a moment. Yep, 0-0, 10-12 in the second over in Stratford against Stratford Edgar. And as you can imagine there, Dan, just a massive audience tuning into that game. We've got a great audience here as well. Thank you all for watching at home, wherever you may be. Even lazies like Prentice watching. Another pass completion from Fender, that Cooper Gold, and Gold's swinging the ball around like he don't care.
I am also doing a fantasy football draft right now. And
that's what you can do in a penthouse.
It's true.
Let's. No, we're going to keep it going. Yeah, we're rolling here. 42 seconds left.
I had the 4th pick. I took enemy of the Cowboys, Saquon Barkley.
Yeah. All right. That's a solid pick, right? They're going to run the ball a lot, Philadelphia.
Yep. They should.
Especially to Saquon. 27 seconds and counting as the Cardinals break the huddle. Left here in quarter number 1, 22-0. 4 possessions, 3 touchdowns in the first quarter for Newman. Possession number 5 here with 15 seconds left. Here's Fender, crossing pattern there. He's got a man to the right. Avoiding 1 tackle, there's Griffin Pent. Pent will step out of bounds inside the 25-yard line.
All of these Newman Cardinal players, especially the skill players, they're really elusive, slippery.
Yeah, they've got that extra half step in there somewhere.
Wildrose 23, first down.
Ball officially marked on the 23.
It's been a slow first quarter. I got a feeling that the second half will be pretty speedy.
Trend.
Yeah.
The trend line.
Trending that way.
Final 7 seconds here of the quarter. It's 1st and 10 for Newman Catholic on the Wildrose 23. And here's Fender. Now we'll cut back up the middle. He'll gain a couple, and that'll do it for our first quarter. It's been all Newman Catholic through 1, 22-0 over Wildrose on Zaleski Sports. If the check engine light comes on in your car, do you address it or hope it goes away on its own? Pain is your body's check engine light signaling that something isn't right. Innovative Health in Weston can help identify and fix the aches and pains of everyday life. We deliver effective chiropractic care for every joint in your body, from your neck to your back to your knees and feet. With 4 doctors on staff and advanced treatment options, we've been consistently voted a top chiropractic and sports medicine clinic in central Wisconsin. Whether you're a high school athlete, a pregnant mom, or just feeling the wear and tear of life, give us a call at Innovative Health in Weston today.
Feel better, live better, Innovative Health.
Selling your car to Dahl Auto is quick and easy. Bring your title and keys, and you'll have a check in as little as 30 minutes. Still owe money on your vehicle? No problem. We'll take care of it. Dahl Auto. Simple.
All right, second quarter. Just moments away here on Zaleski Sports. Dan and I are also shoveling in a very tasty cheeseburger.
Yeah.
It's got to be like a half a pound. It's a huge cheeseburger. Huge. Here's Fender to the right, and will be spilled out of bounds. Good game there from Quincy.
You know, we haven't talked about the tradition here at Newman, and it's a recent tradition. 8-man football isn't really that old. Maybe, I don't know, 8 to 10 years tops.
Yeah, something like that.
I'm just guessing. 2 state titles here, and
here's Fender to the outside. Tristan Fisher will walk the dog into the end zone.
I think you could have scored that. But yeah, we coach of the Fighting Cardinals, often picked as the 8-man all-star coach.
I've seen him every year for 5 straight years in some way, shape, or form over at UW Oshkosh, where they hold the all-star games.
Yeah. Just a great program.
Here's Fender on the extra points, and another one is good. And 29-0. You're watching high school football here on Zaleski Sports.
I'm Jamie Schley. As your American Family Insurance agent, I'm looking out for what matters to you, even when nothing is wrong. Give me a call or stop by our new office location, and let's talk about your insurance needs today.
Retirement is a balancing act because everyone's financial situation is unique. A reverse mortgage loan can transform your home's equity into accessible cash, whether it's to pay off your mortgage, cover bills, or fund your dreams.
The cash is there if we need it, and it just takes a little stress off of our lives.
You have something else to fall back on?
Call me, Josh Kilty, your local retirement mortgage specialist, for a free consultation to help bring financial stability to your life.
3 touchdowns early second quarter.
The ranked squad, right?
12,
yeah. I thought so, yeah. All right, back here in Wausau. Hi, Braden. Both, all 3 of us here, Dan, I'm Jason, Braden, all eating these massive cheeseburgers. It's by far the biggest cheeseburger I've had at a high school game.
It's aggressive.
Yeah. Yeah, it's big. They were probably like formed? Is that the word I'm looking for? However they do that, hand pattied. Here's the kickoff out of bounds at the 25. So Newman will give Wild Rose favorable field position here to start the second quarter, as Wild Rose trails 29-0. Not the start they were looking for. Matt Havlovitz talked to Coach before the game. He thought his guys were too amped up last week, wanted a little more evenness. And I asked Coach, okay, that's good, that's all well and good, but what about the energy Newman's going to have? Stadium grand opening and all the tradition and everything happening here. And he's like, yeah, we just want to stick to ourselves. Kind of a coach answer, but well, now they need to go. Whatever the amp was last week, now they need to go.
Yeah, young squad.
And spilled in the backfield is Braxton Landwehr.
Yeah, the coach mentioned the youth several times to us in about a 5-minute discussion pregame.
The two Utes? The two Utes. The youths.
Excuse me, what? The judge is great in that movie.
Oh, yeah. A star.
Yeah.
A star, really. Yeah. What was Vinny's last name in the movie? Vinny,
Gambino or something?
Gambini.
Yeah.
Yes. Mr. Gambini, you were in contempt of court. And then he says, what's new? All right. We had some movement before the snap.
Yeah. You're in contempt of this court. Should I bail you out? No, I'm going to get some sleep tonight.
Yeah, right. Well, because that train, right? Yeah. 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock. So Cardinals were in violation there. 10-11 before the half. So here's Landwehr in the shotgun. Under pressure and will toss. And out through his receiver there, Ben Olsen. Newman in coverage.
Landwehr's pass intended for Ben Olsen is incomplete.
And that was Cooper Gold in coverage. But under pressure again was Landwehr.
Yeah, I mean, he's got 2 or 3 guys in his face. And good coverage by Gold, you're right. I think that he could have been a little bit more aggressive and maybe even picked that, but you're up 29-0. There's no reason to try to go through the receiver.
No. So here's third down.
Your team is now on the clock.
Motion man, and Landwehr will keep it, follow a lead blocker, and get a yard. And it's just been a very stout up-the-middle defense for these Cardinals. Jacob Fox credited with the tackle here in the stadium. I'll go with it. We don't have a spotter, so we just go with it.
Yeah.
Who am I to disagree? Sounds like a reasonable name.
Taking Joe Burrow with this pick.
All right. Burreaux, Burrow.
If only.
Punt formation for the Wildcats.
That's a good kick.
And they send it away.
Out of bounds.
Angle out of bounds. Well, they didn't want to give Quincy Fender another touch. He's been dangerous enough on the offensive end. Don't let him in special teams. And Fender tosses his defensive gloves back to the sideline, gets ready for his offensive barehandedness. So 1st and 10 now, Cardinals. 9-10 before the half from their own 37-yard line.
It feels a little bit too chilly for it to still be August.
August 29th? Yeah, August 29th today. Well, we do what we can do when we can do it. But a bit of a breeze coming from some direction. I think from the south, really. Pass complete. Fender, another pass completion. And Dan, these Cardinals are making it look easy right now.
Fender's pass is complete.
Yeah, the Wildcats can't keep up with the receivers that are coming up from. They're not wide, right? They're coming up from the backfield. They're coming in from the slot. And Wild Rose is having a hard time tracking everybody who's coming out.
Another catch from Michael Fox. Yeah, they're coming from the backfield. They're coming in motion.
Yep.
They're coming from everywhere. Cardinals into Wildcats territory, down to the 44-yard line. 8:38 and counting here in the half. Fender calls for it once and twice. And we'll pitch it, and we're going to have a throwback
He's wide
pass.
open.
Fisher complete. Still on his feet. And now they'll call forward progress. And thrown down for good measure, and a flag will fly. Cooper Gold on the reception.
Flag on the play.
Yeah, I know, right? Yeah, I know. Yeah, I could have done without a flag there. I realize why the flag was thrown.
Yeah. Yeah, there's been 3 or 4 times where it's kind of been on the edge, and maybe this is to tell the guys to knock it off and listen to the whistle. Yeah.
Because for all we know, right, we're a mile away. There could have been warnings prior to that.
Yeah.
Right. Hey, coach, tell your guys to lay off after the whistle. Could have been. We don't know that.
Little razzle-dazzle up 29-0 here in the first half.
Well, you know, you practice the plays, but there was a difference between Tuesday practice and Friday Night Lights. You got to run the plays in a game to know what you got, and we're going to whistle before the ball is even spotted.
That was pretty interesting. Newman huddled up where the old line of scrimmage would have been, and they were a good 20 yards away. They had to sprint up there.
Well, they were excited but didn't go. All right, so we are 1st and 10 from the 11. Here's Fender. Roll right, throw right, pass complete. I've had that on repeat here this evening. Another one to Cooper Gold.
Yeah, I tell you what, Fender is a really accurate passer, but he has had the ability to open or throw to open receivers the entire night.
Pitch and catch, they call it, right?
Yep.
Pitch and catch.
The field's holding up really well, I'll tell you that. It looks nice up here.
It's beautiful, right? You've got the alternating shades of green as you march up and down the field. The Carolina blue in the end zone. Fantastic facility here at Newman Catholic. So from the 6-yard line go the Cardinals. 7:20 to play here in the half. And another one of those outs, Dan, you've been calling it all night. And that's Griffin Pent for the touchdown. And the fancy lights are going. We got it all happening here. Light it up, baby. 35-0. Still over 7 minutes left in the half.
And, you know, you kind of feel for Wild Rose. This is a really tough schedule from the start with.
Yeah. Extra point good.
And the point after
36-0. 7:19 to play. You're watching high school football on Zaleski Sports. Are you tired of being a boring old tree, bird, or mythical war hero? Find the right job for you at Express Employment. Stop today and discuss positions that fit your abilities and qualifications, leading you to the perfect job. Always local, always strategically selected to match your skill set with local employers. There's a perfect job out there. Let Express Employment professionals help you find it. In Wausau, Stevens Point, Medford, and Marshfield. Find jobs and apply online at expresspros.com. And back here at Wausau, Newman Catholic High School, 7:19 to play, 36-0. It is all Cardinals here in this first half. They have punted once. And that's been it. And again, Dan, to go along with the offense, and it's been good, the defense has been equally as good for the Cardinals tonight.
Yeah.
Quincy Fender.
He's not the best color man in the business for nothing, folks.
Yeah. Oh, boy.
Yeah, risky business here. That'll be picked up and run forward. Ben Olson on the job.
Sorry, I'm logging into my laptop.
Yeah, I know it. I see what you're doing. So back come the Wildcats, still trying to get it hooked up here in the first half. But again, the Cardinals' defense has been tough.
Yeah, they've been good.
Picked up by Ben Olson.
They've been flying around the football like you would expect a Cardinal to do.
First down.
Flocking around.
Yep. You know, and what I like best about a Cardinal is they're tough. They don't migrate. They stay right here.
Yeah.
Yep. That's what I like best about a Cardinal. So here's Landwehr. Landwehr will hand it off, and again, just under siege in the backfield are the Wildcats. Wow. I saw Eli fight in there. He's a 5'10" freshman.
Second down and 13.
A loss of 3, maybe even 4. And the Wildcats again moving backwards, compliments of the Cardinals. Or was that 5? It was a 5 or a 9, Dan? It was 5 actually, so my apologies. Jacob Fox in on the tackle. But hey, Eli got his name called. So he'll remember that fondly for many years to come. Landwehr, double clutch, and pass is complete. So the first completed pass for Braxton Landwehr goes to Landon Anderson.
Tackled immediately.
But tackled immediately, no gain on the play. Been the story of this first half.
Correction, back to the original line.
Under 6 minutes left here in the half, 5:50 and counting. Late defensive change on the play call coming in from the Cardinals sideline, and it'll be a penalty on the play. Landwehr overshoots his target.
Good idea.
So either the Cardinals were lined up in the neutral zone, or we had an illegal formation on the Wildcats, and it is just that. By the way, Newman Catholic varsity soccer 5-2 winners prior to the football game.
So by your logic, Newman should have a great kicker.
Should.
It's actually the quarterback.
Quincy
so.
Fender has been a good kicker.
Yeah, he hasn't missed yet.
I don't know though. I don't think they borrow any from the soccer team here. But even so, right? Quincy's probably buddies with guys on the soccer team, and they practice, in the backyard or maybe out here during the summer. So they know what to do. Here's a 4th down. Wild Rose going to go for it, and down 36-0. Never mind.
Oh, the Randall Cunningham quick kick.
Yeah, quick kick will land at the 19,
baby!
And it's got a good roll. And we'll settle at the 6, where the Cardinals will take over right after this on Zaleski Sports.
Culligan Water delivers. From your first call, to your first sip, to your first soak. Culligan, give us a tap. The only water that comes with a van.
Is it time to replace your old gutters? Call Schwartz Seamless Gutters and protect your home with new seamless technology. No seams, no leaks. With free estimates in 2 days or less and workmanship guaranteed, our service is as seamless as our gutters.
Do you want me to take Kamara, though? Third running back.
All right, back here to Wausau. 4:13 to play here in this first half. 36-0 Newman. And the clock is, what do we got going on here? The clock was running. I don't know why.
Well,
we were on a change of possession. We're going to get a timeout, Newman. We'll keep it here.
Newman.
With 4:01 to play. Yeah, about 7 seconds right off the clock. We don't run clock until the second half, so I don't know. So we got going on around the network. I've talked a little bit about that Stratford-Edgar game. Take a peek there. Maybe just remind the folks, I will, the games we have going on. Amherst at Winnebago Lutheran, Colby at Abbotsford, Slinger at Badger, Stanley Boyd at Cadott, Neilsville Granton at Loyal Greenwood, Mosney at Menasha, Manawa at St. Mary Catholic, Edgar at Stratford, Freedom at Wapaka, Oshkosh West and Oshkosh North at Titan Stadium at UW Oshkosh. And again, we are right here in Wausau, Newman and Wild Rose. And handoff up the middle will go for a loss of 2.
I think if you're the Wildcats here, you want to hold them to no points. You want the ball back and maybe try to do something just before halftime.
Just want to have something else to say during the halftime.
Something
right?
positive here, yeah.
As it stands now, we are at that threshold in the second half. We would have a running clock for the remainder of the second half. Although on Dan's plan, Wild Rose gets the ball and scores, and we erase all that. So 2nd and long now for Fender and the Cardinals. Here's a handoff up the middle. That'll go for a few. And it's going to bring up 3rd down for Newman Catholic.
That run is by Eli Fight.
So there's Eli Fight. See, I just called his name prematurely.
Newman 9, 3rd down.
I'm a soothsayer. That's what I am.
A soothsayer. Yep. I like it.
Yep. It's not a term you hear a whole lot. I like it.
It's really not.
Mainly because 99% of the population has no idea what I just said. So people don't say it. 2:40. Clock rolls. 3rd down here for Newman, and we're going to get a whistle. And timeout Cardinals. We'll take our last timeout here of the first half.
Newman.
You're watching high school football on Zaleski Sports.
Here at Brickner Motors, in Little Chicago, we will help you order your brand new Chrysler, Dodge, Ram, or Jeep, and get it equipped the way you want it, in the color you've always dreamed of. Whether you choose from our in-stock selection or order factory fresh, quality vehicles at competitive prices are what keep people coming back again and again. Make the drive out to Brickner Motors on Little Chicago's northeast side and let our family take care of your family. You can count on us.
And back here in Wausau, 2:35 left. We're coming out of a Newman Catholic timeout. Dan wants specifics on Edgar and Stratford, so I'm looking those up.
6-0 Wildcats. Those two teams combined for 5 straight state titles.
Isn't it something? Yep, Edgar ranked #1 on Zaleski Sports in Division 6. Oh yeah, it was a massive touchdown run. I'll recap that in a minute.
Big 3rd down
2:35 here in the half, and here's Quincy Fender. Fender will rumble for a 1st down.
Real close, yeah, looks like he got it.
I gave it to him.
He's right at the line. They're calling the chain gang past.
Dan, how about a 45-yard touchdown run for Maverick Butt to give Edgar a 6-0 lead?
Newman 16.
How many more butts are in the pipeline there?
There are more.
I know there are.
Yeah, there are more. But this one, Maverick, runs it in, 45-yarder. It's 6-0 Edgar, 1:10 to play in the half over in Stratford. We've got 2:09 here.
Head down to the north end of
You know, that's one of those rivalries that it doesn't matter where the game's played, the road team wins as much as the home team does.
Oh, it's amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah. You throw it all out the window. Here's Fender on the end around. Spinning. Still on his feet is Quincy Fender. Still going.
Whoa!
One more spin cycle. And Fender, are you kidding me? He left 2 Wildcats sitting on the turf as he went, but we do have a penalty flag on the field, Dan.
You missed a good opportunity to go whoop, whoop. Berman. Yeah.
And it's going to be a sideline
1st down,
penalty on Newman. Where's the get-back coach for Newman? You've got to have one of those.
Anyone involved in the halftime festivities, please make their way to
I have officiated Newman Catholic with Coach Micklig on the sidelines in front of him.
Yeah.
And he's a hounder, I would say. Yeah.
Nothing but a hound dog.
Yeah, he definitely thinks he's getting cheated a lot on the sideline.
All right, so the 5-yard penalty after the wild run by Quincy Fender. We are at 1:07 left in the first half. Fender, handoff this time to Fight. Fight around the right side. He's got room to run, and he'll be knocked out of bounds in Wild Rose territory. And then we get a flag coming late, Dan, after that on the far side of the field.
Getting chippy.
Yeah, maybe.
The clock is rolling. I wonder if Wild Rose agreed to a running clock here.
45.
No, they did not, because our white hat is saying, whoa, stop the clock.
Yeah, I mean, a good 15 seconds ran off the clock.
Yeah.
Personal foul.
Yeah, it was a personal foul on Wild Rose.
Flag against the Wildcats.
So another hit out of bounds, or not another, but a hit out of bounds.
15-yard penalty will bring it to the
So 15 yards is marched off.
30, 1st down.
We'll run the clock. 33 seconds left here in this half. Newman trying to punch one more in before the halftime break. Fender Rolls left, squares the shoulder.
He got hit hard.
The end zone, wide open! Touchdown, Cardinals! Michael Fox!
That was a heck of a throw, and he took a big hit right on the money.
All Cardinals on the stadium grand opening here tonight.
Number 5 for Wild Rose. It looked like he's got a stinger. He's got something with his shoulder. He ran to the sideline.
That's the quarterback, Dan. That's the quarterback, Braxton Lamberger. So that's something to watch in the second half. The cheerleaders get the crowd whipped into a frenzy as the extra point is good. That'll make it 43-0 as we keep it here for this half's final 21 seconds. And we will indeed, Dan, have a running clock for the duration of this game come after the halftime break. But as you've noted, it's kind of been running here and there over the last few minutes anyway.
It's true. And, I mean, we really hope the best for the injured player, but really classy. He got up, he was hurting. He gave a high five to Fender on his way off the field. It was a great throw, right?
It was a great throw. Now, that was a quarterback high five.
Yeah.
Like, hey, I see you, bro. Yep. Game recognized game.
It's a good sportsmanship.
Yep.
Yeah, if you are part of the Newman faithful, you couldn't have hoped for anything better than what you're seeing tonight.
Coming up at halftime, got a special presentation, Zaleski Sports Hard Knocks. We're actually Hard Knocks with 3 football teams this year here in Wisconsin. Braden's got his favorite episode from Tuesday picked out. He'll play that for you at the halftime. You can watch full episodes of Zaleski Sports Hard Knocks on YouTube. St. Mary Catholic, Augusta, and Cadott all featured this year on Hard Knocks on Zaleski Sports, presented by Security Health Plan. Promises made. Promises kept, plain and simple.
Promises made and kept.
And they are kept, right? It's not just something. Yeah, you can take the reservation, but you don't know how to hold the reservation.
Anyone can take the reservation.
It's the holding. First half has come to an end. Newman Catholic leads it 43-0 on Zaleski Sports.
At the half,
Ignition sequence start. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All engine running. Liftoff. We have a liftoff.
Hard Knocks on Zaleski Sports is presented by Security Health Plan. SecurityHealth.org is your portal to find your plan, a doctor, prescription tools, and more. For 24/7 access and all the tools and resources needed to improve your well-being, right at your fingertips, visit SecurityHealth.org.
The season is underway, and Coach Derek Bolt addresses the Augusta Beavers.
Heavy on O&D stuff, okay? We are going to try and do the practices a little bit differently to try and keep the pace higher this year. So in years past, we've done a long, lengthy session of O&D, and then we go into a long, lengthy session of TMO, long team D, D&D, long team D. Yes. Okay, we're gonna shut up. We're gonna break it apart. Okay, we're gonna do shorter segments of O&D. Okay, and as the season goes along, hopefully those shorter segments of O&D can be more like intentional things instead of like large. Like we can fine tune stuff, right? That's always the goal as you move forward. And then we're gonna go into short TMO session and work on specific things that we just got done doing. Okay, jump back into an indie session again. Do specific things. Jump back into team session again. Work on specific things. Does that make sense? Okay. We will certainly still have to throw in some longer team sessions in there, but we feel like with our smaller numbers here, that might be best for us to get more fine-tuned on the things that we need to do really well. Okay? We'll start under center. Sound good? Yeah. Okay. Let's just do our open mesh, right? Let's not work on reverse pivot yet. Let's just go. This one. Go. Okay. Where do you want to go? Let's go. Let's start with 4.
Quinn Lee will be under center this season for Augusta as he takes the reins as quarterback.
Johnny, shut! Johnny, back! All right. Johnny, shut! Johnny, shut! We gotta be ready, Dad. Don't waste the rep. Johnny, shut!
Just a short drive north on Highway 27, the Cadott Hornets prepare for their second season under Todd Ricker.
Okay, we're back to taking a year and a half. High knees!
Let's go!
High knees!
Come on!
Let's go! Up to your waist!
Hey, don't wear out these numbers. All the way through the line. Let's go, boys.
All the way through, let's go! Let's go!
Finish it. Okay, first official day of practice.
Hush, little baby.
Good evening and welcome to the Clenish Family Athletic Complex. It's an honor to have you all here this evening as we celebrate our soccer and football home openers. This is an exciting time for our Fighting Cardinals, not just because of the beautiful turf field they now get to play on, but that for the first time in Newman Catholic history, our athletes get to play under the lights at Balliet Field, their home field. We are so very grateful to the donors and organizations who've shown their support to make this long-time dream a reality. Though we still have 2 more phases to complete before the academic, athletics, and faith complex is 100% complete, tonight we have to take the chance to celebrate our community's progress and the completion of phase 2. Joining us on the field to officially cut the ribbon are Cardinals past and present. Please welcome students Lillian Bodenheimer, Lucas Erdman, Mateo Romano, members of the middle school football team, and alumni Ross Bodenheimer, Nolan Lindner, Bethany Gaich, Jason Engman, Dan Witter, Nate Brill, Josh Clement, Thomas Bates, and Kevin Grundy.
Really, who's who?
And now our Cardinal will cut the ribbon. Thank you all for being here, and thank you again to our generous donors. We are Newman Catholic proud. Go Cardinals!
Dan, I mean, we're live here. I'm pretty sure that the Cardinal bit the ribbon.
It looked like it.
Yeah, he bit the ribbon right in half. That was pretty good. That was good. You know, we had a chance, you and I both speak fluent Cardinal. We had a chance to talk to the Cardinal ahead of time, and the Cardinal had some options on how to go about cutting the ribbon, and it's good to see he used the beak wisely there.
Man, could you imagine if he actually used the beak to do it?
Like with a few pecks first, just to loosen it up, soften up.
Missed opportunity.
Missed opportunity. All right, Braden, let's go ahead. We'll resume Hard Knocks, and again, if you're looking for any Hard Knocks episode from this season or seasons past, all those are found on YouTube. Enjoy.
It's all right. I've gone through this with all of you guys, I'm sure. Right? 5 seats. Posted it out here for a reason. You guys should really read them. This is what we're expecting out of you. This is what we're expecting out of our coaching staff. And this is what we're expecting out of all our families put together.
right? So it's basically, how do you be a decent human, right? And it's ask questions, it's communicate, it's stay offense and defense for all of our skill guys. We have 8-9 running backs. We have 8-9 wide receivers. You got to be down to the detail of what you're doing to execute. So I hope you guys get that. That's who we're going to be looking for, and that's who we're going to start filling out the depth chart with. All right? It's big boy football now. We want guys out there that can help us win, and we want guys that can help the team listen and develop themselves too. So there's a lot of opportunities on the field this year.
Ready, shift. Go. Alright, another group. Go to your position, center, go here. Let's get the barrels over here. Alright, RB, let's head to the bangs. Come see, let's go, give you 2 quarterbacks. Line here.
Body hops.
Grab a few of those balls, boys. Go. Ready. Get. Go. Tight bait. Go. Ready. Go. Go.
It's going to happen. It's all part of this, boys. But is it acceptable? No. Can we allow that? No. Because when we get 11 guys on the field, can you hide in 11 people?
No.
Yeah, you can. Is that going to happen? Are you going to take plays off? Yes, you will. Some of you will. I guarantee it. You're going to take a play off. And what's going to happen when that happens? When you make the choice to take a play off, what's going to happen? No room for taking a play off. Can't happen. We got one gap here. Let's go. Here we go. Finish it off. Come on, Mason.
Offense on 3. 1, 2, 3.
Offense.
Augusta is working on cleaning up their throwing game and focusing on their offensive line play.
7, 6, 5, 4. Don't hug me, Josh. Yeah.
Ready. Let's go one more, Mason.
Ready.
7, 6. Move your feet. Get him out of here. There we go. Better. Protect me. That's it.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 6, 5.
That's it.
3, 2.
There we go. Exaggerate it up. Then bring your left. Now bring your left leg underneath. Over. Under. There you go. Now the left leg under. Yep. Over, left under.
Position our feet, control. Matter spot. So you're gonna start square.
Down block right. Down block
Take
right.
your step forward. Reposition your shoulders. Should be aiming towards your target.
Hands there. Okay. Ready. Ready. Get.
All right, here we go.
Oh, chip.
Okay, guys. Right, you're standing up and you're holding the ball like this. Yeah, we're here, making it. We're not bending over, but that ball should be right here. Then we're handing it off and then booking out. Okay, I can see the ball 100% of the time.
Oh, chip.
Good. Step forward. You're gonna keep it right down straight to the line.
Back in Cadott, Jake Weeks will lead the charge as QB1.
Yeah, we talked about it right after that play.
The team watches film from their scrimmage to prepare for a game with Augusta.
You also have a lane here, right? And a lot of times we won't want to turn it back in towards those big guys and the big middle linebackers because we want to avoid getting hit by those guys. But you did a good job. I can't complain too much. It's just that here is a decent hole. Max is blocking. Eden's kind of set up. He's got a good position, right? So sometimes just take where the block can get you, but you made it a good play.
And the Augusta Beavers will send out their offense. Off at center. Lee behind him. And the handoff. A run there for a few. That's Atkinson. That's Mooney punting for the Beavers. And Aiden Rickle. That bounces into Mooney. And he elects to run with it. And he gets the first down as he heads down to the sideline. Under center. Runs back. And a big sack by Drew Rickle. Now Cadott's offense. It's run by quarterback Jake Weeks, the sophomore. Handoff. Big open hole up the middle and the ball is out. That's a forced fumble and picked up by the Beavers. That's Wincy with the fumble recovery. He hands it off to Rickle, who runs down the sidelines, scampering past the defense and into the end zone. The first score of the season for Cadott. Weeks with the snap, the pass, caught and into the end zone by Brenton Faber. Welcome back to Zaleski Sports, and that throw up the middle is caught and running into the end zone for another score. That's Brenton Faber with the catch and long run. Jake Weeks keeps it himself. That's a long run. First play. Touchdown by Owen Fassbender. 62-yard run. And that's a muffed return there by Colton Wincy. Recovered by Cadott. Handoff. Open space. And running in for the touchdown is Aiden Rickle. His second touchdown of the game. Weeks with a long pass and into the end zone. Touchdown. And that's Weeks to Weeks. Joel Weeks with the touchdown on the throw from Jake. Really lost by a touchdown or so. And sacked there. That's Jacob Phelps with the big hit. Handoff. And around the end with a big run. It's Asher Colbinson. Touchdown. It's a 50-yard scamper by Colbinson. And that's how this one ends. Cadott going to 1-0 on the season as they beat Augusta 40-0. You told me before the game you wanted to use your athleticism, you wanted to run on these guys, and that's exactly what you did. Tell me about that.
Yeah, they did really well. We kind of fumbled that on that first drive there. But yeah, guys made plays. We were able to get in the...
Good to go, Braden. Here we go. Second half upcoming. 43-0 Newman. And our other game of the week, his second half has also just started over in Stratford. Edgar 6, Stratford nothing.
I like this. 1% choose chaos.
Got the online poll on the YouTube chat in that game. Braden, if you want extra points, put a poll on this game in the YouTube chat. Not for who's going to win or lose. I think that may be already in the books, but perhaps how many points in the second half? That's up for debate on this one. Yeah, question came up during the halftime. Whitesnake is on the sound system here. I think they're German. Whitesnake. I think they're German. Anybody in our YouTube chat, feel free to respond to that. I thought Whitesnake was German. German rock band. Or East Germany maybe even. I'm not sure. You remember back in that day we had two different Germanys? West and East? Yeah. In our childhoods.
No fun.
Well, that was the one you didn't want to be in. Remnants of World War II. They're English, from England. British.
London.
Oh, you're British?
Yeah, British.
Quincy Fender to kick for Newman.
No, I haven't visited a dentist.
That's a man. Here we go. Newman will send this one straight to the track.
Oh, almost a souvenir.
Almost a lady in the pink sweatshirt there. Thought about what do I do if it comes to me.
First and 10 Wildcats.
But you follow me there? She thought about what do I do if it comes to me.
Yeah. Well, they can't hear me, so don't talk to me. Don't ask me questions.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, Dan is charging right now. Dan's getting charged up. All right, so Newman, gives it to Wild Rose on the 50. And at the snap of the first play of the second half, our clock will run for the duration of this game, excluding touchdowns and timeouts. It'll stop for those. Otherwise, we are on a fast track here in the second half. Here's Landwehr with the dinged up shoulder, still in the game, quarterback. Throws that one incomplete, intended for Ben Olson. Yeah, I forgot you were charging. Getting all charged up.
It is a little treacherous to get up there.
It's one moment. You almost have to be militarily trained for this.
All right.
So our white hat says yes, wind it. Wind it up, baby. So running clock. 36-point differential in the second half is a running clock according to the National Federation of High School Sports, which we abide by here in football in Wisconsin. I'll get into that in just a minute, though. There's a pitch to the right, cutting back inside, and won't get back to the line of scrimmage. There are some sports, though, in our fair state of Wisconsin where our association does not abide by the NFHS rules. Basketball, namely, comes to mind. The NFHS says you must play quarters. The WIAA says, no, we will play halves in high school sports. The NFHS says, fine, you don't get to vote in our national association. And Wisconsin says, oh, well, yep, sir, whatever.
They also have the 5-foul rule.
5-foul rule. Basketball is the big one, where Wisconsin is in violation of the NFHS. But Bob Euchre used to say, who cares? Third down coming up for Wild Rose. Man in motion to the outside is Wyatt Bowen, and the pass was in that direction, intended for Landon Anderson. Bowen had cut to the inside. And 3 quick downs for Wild Rose now on 4th down. Dan's got the play-by-play next to me of Edgar and Stratford. 6-0 Edgar. Second half action on Zaleski Sports. Again, we are 43-0 here. Newman doing a lot of damage in the first quarter and followed up with an encore performance in the second quarter.
We're going to get a quick punt?
Well, we had a quick kick a couple times in the first half of Wild Rose. Just really one receiver, really, but no, this will be a pass. And we're going to sling it a long ways. And it was Landon Anderson looking to see if there would be a flag somewhere, and there is not. And it's a turnover on down. So after the kick to the running track, no problem. Defense stiffens, and the offense will come on the field. And actually will have a 2-yard advantage as the defense pushed Wild Rose back 2 yards on those 4 plays. But that's been the case all first half. It's been all defense and complementary offense for Newman. Even both ways. Fighting Cardinals come to the line. First time in the second half on the offensive side of the ball. Now Fender, hands off up the middle, ball is out, still out, and this is going to be Wild Rose, no it's not, yes it is, Wild Rose football. So Wild Rose jumps on it after the handoff. They call that the mesh point, and that mesh point didn't connect.
Ball is fumbled.
Looked like that was in and out of the hands of Eli Fight as Fender tried to slam it in there.
First down and 10 Wild Rose at their 40-yard line.
So Wild Rose, after the turnover, will start on its own 40. So after 4 downs of offense, of Wild Rose, 1 down of offense for Newman, and the Cardinals have actually improved field position by 10 yards throughout all that.
River Falls 54, Evers 21.
That was from yesterday, yeah, yesterday's score. Here's Landwehr, and that one went out of bounds. Penalty flag flies, though. We'll see what that is. Yeah, River Falls 54, Everest 21. Not enough.
Was that last week or was that yesterday?
That was yesterday, last night, yeah. 54 to not enough is how you say that.
See them next week?
We will see the River Falls Warriors next week.
Oh, Rice Lake.
Rice Lake Warriors. River Falls Wildcats. Rice Lake also victorious last night. They beat Wisconsin Rapids. So the Warriors, #1 ranked in Division II Warriors, are undefeated. And they will take on the 0-2 Marshfield Tigers next week. It'll be the Zaleski Sports Game of the Week next week.
Crossover game must be great.
Crossover game, yep. For those Big Rivers and Wisconsin Valley squads. A conference game nonetheless. Tough draw for Marshfield, no doubt. Swing pass and intercepted. Pass is intercepted. That was juggled by Bowen.
Pass to Bowen.
And we'll see who the Cardinal was that came away with it.
Michael Fox.
Michael, crazy like a fox, takes the ball and heads the other way. And the Cardinals continue to improve field position. They're now plus 12 after the kick to the track. And
First and 10, Newman,
their defense is doing it
38.
again.
So if that would have been incomplete, that would have been a fumble. Is it backwards?
It was a backwards pass, yep. Yeah, so Wild Rose needed to get on it and not able to.
Big play, Edgar.
And here's the handoff up the middle. That's a Fight. Fight dancing his way through the hole, still on his feet, looking for the end zone and pulled down from behind. We will be half the distance to the goal line after the Eli Fight run as he was pulled down on the horse collar. Big play coming, instant replay being shown from broadcast trailer in Stratford. We have a fumble.
No, just spins out.
No, just a big power move.
Was a run of 30 yards, 4-yard mark off on the penalty.
6 minutes left over in Stratford. 6-0 Edgar. Wildcats, though, on the move. They are down to what, the Stratford 30 or so?
Yeah, 30.
All right. If Edgar scores a touchdown and takes a 2-possession lead, it could be curtains for Stratford. And the Tigers would be in uncharted territory. They would be 0-2 for the first time in more than 25 years to start a football season. Unbelievable. If it were to happen. Tough opener. Here's Fender, late pitch, and that's a backwards pass. Or a fumble, however you want to call it. Ball on the ground in play, and it's going to be a loss. 2nd and goal upcoming for the Cardinals. Yeah, now they lost to Mosney, but I see Mosney now losing to Menasha tonight, so it's a little upside down.
New coach, kind of.
Stratford, yeah. Well, defensive coach taking the helm. He told us in his, we're talking about Marshall Lehman, the Stratford head coach, was defensive coach for a number of years for Stratford. He said, yeah, there's really nothing different. I just wear, the headset has a different label on it now, but I'm still coaching the defense. I'm still kind of doing the same thing. Trying to get his team spruced up for a win, though, is Coach Marshall Lehman, first-year head coach for Stratford. Fender, another late pitch, that to fight, and he will stroll into the end zone. And that'll be 49-0 as the light show is on full display here at Newman.
It's pretty cool.
Fancy, baby, it's fancy. 8th grade football team risen up the crowd. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, all 8 of them. Getting the crowd hyped up, the 8th graders are. And the extra point is good.
And the point after is good.
And we will step aside. It is. Make sure I'm tracking with the score here, Dan. Update the score in just a minute. You're watching high school football on Zaleski Sports.
Does your roof need attention? Don't replace it, restore it with Seamless Commercial Roofing. Our process is guaranteed and a fraction of the cost of replacement with no downtime. When your roof needs attention, call Seamless Commercial Roofing in Marshfield.
The auto service specialist at Sherrill Tire and Auto Service can change your oil, fix your brakes, align your vehicle, make that check engine light go away, and more. Great service from great people at Sherrill Tire and Auto Service. Find your location at SherrillTire.com.
And back here in Wausau, I don't think they've updated the scoreboard in the stadium yet. It's 50-0 Newman, because we were 43-0 to start the second half. Extra point was good. I've got 50-0 with 3:44 to play in the third. Much, again, different story over in Stratford, 6-0 with 3:30 to play. So we're about the same pace. No, totally different score. And this one will be sent to the sideline and caught, or towards the sideline, I should say. And yeah, fielded by Ben Olson, and he's cut down after a gain of about 3.
1st and 10, Wildcats.
The tackle may have been made there by Tristan Fisher. Clock rolls, coming up on 3 minutes left here in the quarter. Thunder rolls, Garth Brooks. That's right. Yukon, Oklahoma's proudest citizen, Garth Brooks.
Big play by the Tigers.
I tell you, it's just a weird game. The game is what they call it. They've called it that for decades. And the game is strange. We're going to get a penalty before the snap. We may have had a encroachment on Newman, and that's indeed what it was.
Flag on the play against Newman.
So Newman trying to get a head start. Yeah, Paul Mikulik here, head coach of the Newman Fighting Cardinals, telling the scoreboard operator, we got 50, don't shortchange me a point. It's a 5-0, baby.
He's mad. He's really upset about it.
Well, it's a point. We earned the point. And pass across the middle. That hit 2 hands. It hit the hand of Landon Anderson first, and then on the ground, I think there was Tristan Fisher, and it did go off of his ring finger before it hit the brand new turf.
That was almost a fantastic catch.
That would have been something. By either player, it would have been a fantastic catch. There we go. Now we got 50, so Paul's happy now. 50 on the stadium scoreboard. We had it right the whole time.
I don't want to be a jerk, but it's 50.
Well, you earned that point, right? You earned it. Now let's show it. And perhaps he told his JV that at 50-0 you get to go in, so we want to make that official. And here's a pass launched by Landwehr and just too far for Landon Anderson.
Landwehr overshoots Anderson. Incomplete, 3rd down.
90 seconds left here in the fast-moving clock running 3rd quarter. Dan will be done charging, and we'll get to hear the soulful tones of Dan Ross in a couple minutes. Soothing sounds of Dan the Jazzman Ross. I know he plays a mean oboe. And he's been known to wax on a clarinet every once in a while. I've seen it. Man in motion for Wild Rose. Motion man Ben Olsen, and he'll get the pass. Pass complete. Just across the 50 into Cardinals territory.
Pass complete to Ben Olsen.
It'll bring up a 4th down for Wild Rose.
Gain of 3.
And we've got our first bat.
4th down and 2.
Our first bat catching mosquitoes and other flying insects flying around the south end zone. Bat on patrol.
Bats are getting endangered. It's a
Are they?
big thing. Yeah.
Oh, okay. So people should start to breed and there, you see it?
Yep.
Yeah. I think it's a bat.
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's fungus in their caves
Yeah.
that don't let them sleep.
Oh, I don't want fungus in my cave, so I couldn't imagine as a bat to have fungus in your cave. Final 5 seconds. Hanging on to it is Landwehr. He'll throw it towards the sideline, and it'll land out of bounds. The horn sounds on the 3rd quarter. 50-0. Newman Catholic over Wild Rose on Zaleski Sports.
I knew I wanted to start an agency that honored those small town values like relationships and service. Our mission is to sell insurance ethically and with integrity to protect our clients' needs today, tomorrow, and in the future.
Not everybody understands insurance, and it's a good day when I can help give peace of mind.
When working with Access Insurance, we are a team, so you don't just get one of us, you get all 4 of us.
Access Insurance Agency, our business revolves around you.
Hey gang, Jason Zaleski here to tell you that Orthopedic Associates of Wausau is proud to support Newman Catholic Athletics and this broadcast. We are committed to providing personalized quality care, specializing in both operative and non-operative care of fractures, arthritis, sprains, strains, sports injuries, and repetitive overuse syndrome. Together with PRO, the Physical Therapy and Hand Center of Wausau, we are committed to enhancing the lifestyles of those we service and getting you back to life. To learn more, visit us at oaw-ortho.com. Hey gang. And we start the 4th quarter with a flyover. We've got, no doubt, a personal aircraft there taking an aerial view of Newman Catholic Fighting Cardinals' brand new stadium here. Football stadium now. Flag flies, JV players are in.
Yep.
And Dan Ross back on the microphone. He knows how that is. You've got all the names and numbers figured out, and then a game like this, you got a whole new set to try to figure out.
Well, the good news for Newman, besides for being up big here, is that they're leaving this game fairly injury-free.
Well, the starters for sure, right? Yeah. Looks like it. And Wild Rose, too, it looked like it, so that's good. That's the good news. And then everybody gets a long weekend. Labor Day weekend starts, I guess, tonight. I don't know how you measure that, but I think so.
We were in Abbotsford last year for Labor Day Friday, and it was chilly.
I think we had 50
Worse than this.
Yeah, we had 50.
Colder than tonight.
Yeah, it was downright cold, is what it was. Hand off, and miscue in the backfield. Ball on the ground, still rolling, and Wild Rose is going to cover. Coach Miklik, defense, get on the field. But that's why you put the JV out there, right? You got to work through these things. It's game speed. It's a game, but how did we practice? Okay, we practice like this. All right, let's get them on the field and see how they do. And now at practice on Monday, you're gonna run that play 12 times. That's the result of something like that.
Yeah, and there's a lot of pride in the the varsity guys are on the field. They want to see that 0 on the scoreboard,
Yes.
right? And they're challenging
Yes.
their teammates that
Yes.
practice against the starters
Yes.
every single day. They're the biggest fans they have right now.
The Wild Rose, though, on the other side of it, looking to put points on the board, and that
Fumble.
ball is out. That was stripped out by Damian Pent. That was intentionally stripped out of the hands of Braxton Landwehr, but it goes out of bounds before anybody can retrieve, and it'll stay with the Wildcats. A loss of 2 on the play.
2nd and 11.
9:50, clock rolls. Good time to remind, I will be on the field with Coach Paul Micklig and our Zaleski Sports Highland House player of the game. And Edgar
Big
on
time.
the move.
This is a monster play.
Edgar on the move, what, a pass play of about 40 yards or so?
At least.
Down to the 1 foot line are the Wildcats.
Well, here it is.
Looking to put it out of reach. Landwehr hit from behind as he threw. Ball is then subsequently underthrown and incomplete.
60-yard play.
Pass by Landwehr intended for Anderson falls incomplete.
All right, so again, 11:50 to play there. My belief is Edgar scores, the game's over.
Sure feels that way.
They would go up 12-0, and again, that 0 for Stratford is telling. And the tush push, and the Wildcats are up 12-0. 8:45 here, 50-0. Newman. 3rd down for Wild Rose. Landwehr has to gather and floats and pass tipped and what? Intercepted.
Wow.
What an interception on the sideline.
Pass is intercepted by Tristan Fisher.
Tristan Fisher with maybe for him his play of the year so far.
He's going to be popular at school on Tuesday.
He got to tiptoe the sideline over there and haul in another Newman Catholic turnover. So Cardinals on the 19, 8 minutes to play in this one. Something happened.
2 points.
2-point conversion is good for the Wildcats. They now lead 14-0. Dan, I'm telling you right now, that lead is insurmountable for Stratford. Insurmountable. Because Edgar's defense is really good. They just are. They're really good. Obviously, they've held Stratford to 0 in Stratford. Edgar's going to move to 2-0. Stratford going to be 0-2 for the first time in about 30 years. Yeah, dropped in the bucket on that pass.
Max Creetlow in chat says Neilsville would beat both these teams.
Max is wrong. I don't know who you are, Max, but you probably shouldn't chat again with that kind of language. That was misguided, misinformed.
Yeah.
Oh, and we've got our first cramp. So we've got a cramp on the field. We'll keep it here. Dan and I will talk about some other stuff. You asked what I was going to do this weekend. I said really a bunch of nothing. I need some downtime, and I'm going to take it. I'm going to take some downtime. I got to buy a lawnmower tomorrow.
It's late in the season for that. Are
Well,
they cheap?
I know. Well, I hope so, but the problem is it's been 2 weeks. Well, it'll be 2 weeks on Monday since I've cut my grass, and it's long.
Yeah.
After 2 weeks.
I just cut mine. I had waited a couple weeks for sure too. And
But 13 days ago or whatever, my front left wheel fell off. I was about 10 minutes, 15 minutes from being done, and the wheel fell off, and it's disrepair. It was an old lawnmower. So I finished the final 7 or 8 laps on my lawn by pulling it backwards. Well, I wasn't going to leave that patch uncut. That was not going to happen. I was near the end. It wasn't going to happen. But now, yeah, it's a mess right now. So I've got to go get a lawnmower. I used to buy lawnmowers. A guy in Richfield, which is between Marshfield and Pittsville, he repaired lawnmowers and then sold them in his front lawn. And he's no longer there. I drove there this morning. He doesn't even live there anymore. So now we got to go buy a brand new lawnmower.
The fans in the chat are piling on Max, saying that they're down Neilsville's down 42-0 at the half.
Max is obviously some sort of a parody, right? That's not a serious thing that he's doing there.
It shouldn't be.
So yeah, I will buy a lawnmower tomorrow. I'll use it on Monday. I'm going to sit in a lawn chair the rest of it. What about you?
Oh, well, fantasy football weekend for sure.
Okay.
With the season starting on Thursday.
Okay.
I don't want to pick at you about the big trade yesterday.
Let's talk about it. Let's
Okay.
talk about it. I'm okay
I
with
am
it.
not a fan of the Cowboys or Packers, so I feel like I have a fairly objective view of it.
You're a good arbitrator in this
Yeah.
scenario? Okay.
You know, it's not like the Packers to spend a fifth, a sixth of their salary cap on one guy, especially a defensive guy. Trade away 2 draft picks, that's a lot of capital.
Yeah.
You know, but you still have to appreciate them for taking the risk, right? And it's not, you know, it's been a while since the Packers have been on top of the heap, and they probably don't have the team without Parsons. So, you know,
take a swing.
So,
see if you make it.
so
see if
take
you
a
get hit.
swing. I think that Jerry Jones is old and senile and should have given the reins up a while ago. But that relationship with the Cowboys was done. So you have to get what you can out of it. And I know that there's a lot of talking heads. I listen to ESPN radio quite a bit. There's a lot of talking heads about, well, now you've lost the entire locker room because you're not going to pay your players. Like I really don't think so.
No, you didn't because you couldn't because of how many others you have paid already. There are guys sitting there with huge gold chains around their neck.
Yeah.
So that part's not true. You know, what's interesting from the player's perspective, in this case Micah, is there is no state tax in Texas. You and I were both residents of Texas for a while, so we know this. There is here in Wisconsin. We both live here now, so we know that as well. The net difference to Micah on the last offer the Cowboys made versus what he got in Green Bay this year, he will make $900,000 more in Wisconsin.
I heard.
I mean, that's nothing. That's decimal dust.
I mean, from the press conference yesterday, if you want to believe Jerry Jones, but you can believe him or don't believe him, right? He said that the Cowboys' offer was higher than what the Packers paid him.
Well, I don't know about, who knows, right?
Who knows?
But it seemed like the most verifiable sources were all in on the same page on the offer that the Cowboys made at some point, which again was he netted up $900,000 on $48 million, right? So nothing. It's just nothing. I watched Micah as a Cowboys fan for 4 years. It was fun watching him. I still have fun watching him. But here's what I know. He's a 2-down defensive end. So that was part of the Cowboys' decision on how much do we need to give him, how much should we give him, because he's a 2-down defensive end. If it's 3rd and 12, you would take him or T.J. Watt or maybe one other guy. And that would be it in the NFL, if it's 3rd and 12. If it's 2nd and 2, it's a running down, as we got a running play here for Newman. He is getting pushed back 8 to 12 yards on a run play. He's undersized for a defensive end. So that's where the Cowboys, they were trying to get that wrapped around their head on what is he and how much do we pay a guy that's that. Obviously, he's a game changer if you're in the lead and the other team needs to pass the ball. He's a game sealer, maybe, is the better way to say it.
Yeah.
But if you're in a tight game and the other team's going to run the ball, a player of that sort isn't going to do you any good. So the Packers will need to play from ahead to be able to utilize the best of Micah Parsons.
Yeah. I mean, I think that sounds good. That Week 4 matchup's going to be spicy, though.
So I was in a different football press box last night. And of course, we were talking about the trade in there, and I was joking with the Packers fans that were next to me that you better hope he gives you 15 sacks. And they were all, 15 would be really good. That would meet our expectations. I said, but here's the thing: he might give you 20 because when he plays the Cowboys in Week 4, he's going to have 5.
Yeah.
Because you don't come back against the team that kicked you out and do nothing. You're going to have the game of your career in that game, right? I mean, that's just what we know about athletes and sports.
Do you think Dak is going to have some injury in practice the week before?
No, people say a lot about Dak and all that kind of stuff. He's a gamer. He's a huge competitor. No way, man. He's playing. He wants to beat the Packers that day. Micah's going to have a career day that day. Everybody knows that. So as you said, it's Cowboys at Eagles on Thursday night, NFL football. I don't even know what channel it's on. I guess I'll find out on Thursday. So that you asked about my Labor Day. I'm doing nothing. I also plan on doing nothing on Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. That's my plan.
Fair.
My plans don't usually go very well. Another big pass by Landwehr, and
just a couple yards too long all night.
And from start to finish, right? From start to finish, he's been just a little bit too beefy on the throws. you get those things ironed out in practice as the year goes on. You get in touch with your receivers, you get on the same page, all those kind of words, those football phrases.
So conference. The conference schedule starts next week for the 11-man.
For 11-man, right?
For 8-man, it's tonight. We're going to be in Rice Lake.
Yep.
To watch a very, very good team play your Marshfield Tigers.
Yeah, it'll be a one-sided game, it appears. Just the way that I've seen both those teams play both games now this year. So I've got an eye on that.
Last year, we saw Rice Lake maybe at Menominee or something like that.
Yeah, it was at Menominee.
Yeah.
Yep.
And I was really impressed with them that night. That's a really tough rushing attack to try to bottle up. That's the Zaleski Sports Game of the Week.
Yeah, they've got misdirection and players running every which way in the backfield at the snap of the ball. It's tough. And that's why you run it, right? It's tough to defend in that format. By the way, stay tuned, everybody. After the game, after we get zeros here, we're 2:34 right now and counting. After we hit zeros, I will go to the field, and our Nasonville Dairy postgame, or our Merrill Steel postgame show. Forget what county I'm in. Merrill Steel postgame show will start with my interview of Newman football coach Paul Micklig and follow with our Zaleski Sports Highlight House Player of the Game. I've got some choices, Dan, and I take your offer, but you know, Michael Fox has kind of made a name for himself out here to me tonight. What say you? As we got an injury on the field.
Yeah, I mean,
a cramp, I think, is what that was.
Yeah, I mean, the obvious one's Fender, right? But
yeah, that's maybe too obvious.
Yeah, maybe too obvious. Are we going to come back out here this year?
We are on tap for all home games this year.
Oh, nice.
At this facility. Not you and I. This is a special appearance for us. We get a special fee for tonight. Well, it's what we get paid every night.
Yeah.
Same fee.
That is $0 for those that are at home.
And 0 cents.
Wondering. Well, we have 0 cents.
Yeah, right.
For those of you wondering, man, Dan and Jason, they talk about nothing. Like, man, that's the greatest job in the world, and it is.
Yeah. If you like getting paid nothing.
But we have other jobs.
Yeah, right.
We have jobs that pay us money.
Yeah, most people don't know. I was at it since 7:30 this morning. How about you?
I had a meeting at 6:15 in Sweden this morning.
There you go.
Yeah.
So yeah, don't cry for us. We're just we've got a lot going on all day long, but we love coming out here. This is a lot of fun.
Little halfback option pass for the Stratford Tigers.
Okay, well, at this point you got to find something. They've only got 6 minutes left to score 14 points. Stratford, it's over. Dan, I called it over long ago on that one.
They're driving.
Landwehr headed towards Anderson.
Oh!
And in. Touchdown, Wildcats.
Pass is complete to Anderson for Wild Rose touchdown.
So I said as the season went on, those two were going to get synced up. I didn't know it was going to be the next series.
Yeah, the defender double covered, good defense, jumped a little bit too early, and the ball kind of made it between the two of them.
I'll give you another football term. You know it. Maybe people at home don't. Landon Anderson high-pointed the football.
Yep.
He was at its apex with his hands and hauled it in for the touchdown. Great pass and catch.
Yeah, going for 2. Try to cut it to 42 late.
Absolutely, right. Well, you want to get these plays. You got to get reps on these plays. Here's Landwehr. He'll scramble in for the 2-point conversion.
2-point conversion is run in by Braxton Landwehr.
So that happens with 80 seconds to play here in this one, and our Merrill Steel postgame show will begin shortly. Again, I will be on the field with head coach Paul Micklig and what I planned for our Zaleski Sports Highlight House Player of the Game, Michael Fox. They stopped the clock with 1:10. We got an extra 15 seconds run off there, so I said nothing. I don't want to get in the way of that.
What do you call a group of zebras?
I've heard this one before. Do you know the answer?
I don't, but it's a bunch of confused officials in Stratford.
No, there's actually a name for it.
No, I'm sure there is. That's probably not a herd, but something like that probably.
Yeah, no, it's something different. It's something fancier. A herd of zebras. Should I look it up? I'll look it up. I need to know. I'm that guy. I just got to know stuff. Yeah. And you're still drafting.
Yeah, this is my last pick. I've missed a couple of them.
You've reached the end?
Yeah, the internet connection up here in the balcony seats of Newman Catholic is not what you'd expect.
All right, Dan, a herd of zebras. Yeah, I knew it. I knew it was good. You ready?
I am.
A dazzle.
That's good.
I told you it was. I just couldn't remember what it was. A dazzle, a herd of zebras. Or zebras if you're from England.
All right,
or Australia.
my draft
No,
is done.
I think the English call them zebras.
Romeo Dobbs with my last pick.
Romeo Dobbs? Is that the big-headed fella from Green Bay?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't like that. All right, so we mentioned it. We got a minute left, much earlier than that. But now that we're talking about an NFL guy, I'll let my thoughts fly on this. If you need to wear that much padding on your helmet, you shouldn't be out there. You need to let your head heal. You do, because you look like a complete fool like that. His is really large. Like his is large, right? Let your head heal.
You have to be careful in Green Bay. Someone's going to take a shot at you with that much foam and stuff on your head.
Yeah, you got to get well, man. Don't be on the football field if you need that much padding.
Last play of the game.
Most likely, right? Most likely. Unless this goes for 6. Most likely to be it's going to be a kneel down. All right, good sportsmanship there from the Newman Catholic Fighting Cardinals as they open the stadium, Dan Ross, with a 50-8 win.
Convincing.
That's the best way to put it. All right, I am going to climb down the hatch, the escape hatch, out of the penthouse and down to field level. Our Merrill Steel postgame show begins now on Zaleski Sports.
Merrill Steel welcomes you as you join us in a virtual tour. Our main facility in Schofield, Wisconsin covers an area of roughly 46 acres and is home to our company headquarters. From this location, paired with our facilities in Comanche, Iowa and Springfield, Missouri, we are able to easily fulfill the needs of the industry nationwide. With nearly 1 million square feet of combined space between our 3 facilities, we are able to take on some of the biggest and most complex jobs, making us one of the top 5 steel fabricators in the country. We employ the best of the best welders, those who can weld efficiently with both metal core and flux core, and who aren't afraid to work hard. We also offer on-the-job training, so even beginner welders can learn the ropes and help us build it big. As a backup to our dedicated weld fab team, we have a robotic welder. Merrill Steel is the 4th in the U.S. to have gotten one, keeping us on the leading edge of technology. With the combination of both man and machine, no job is too big to handle, but they'd have no work on their hands without our machine operators. Where our fabrication process really begins is here. Our skilled machine ops team is responsible for bringing in the raw steel. Be it sawing, cutting, drilling, or punching, they make sure the steel is in the correct shape and size for our fab teams. As an addition to the machine ops team, we've recently purchased multiple Python X machines. These handy systems have given us increased productivity, unmatched cut quality, and predictable and consistent throughput. Moving away from fabrication, we come to our coating department. One of the unique benefits of working with Merrill Steel is our in-house blasting and painting capabilities. Many projects require a complex coating system, and that's where we shine above the competition. We regularly apply corrosion-resistant coating in-house, as well as intumescent fire protection when needed. We hold the endorsement for sophisticated paint and coating from AISC. This, along with our NACE certified inspectors, ensure a high-quality finish for every piece. The loading and staging process, sandwiched between the end of production and shipping, is an important step in the fabrication process. Within a moment's notice, we are able to handle and place an entire load onto a trailer for quick delivery to a job site. Finally, the last stage in our process is shipping. Our transit company, Merrill Steel Transit Services, is a wholly owned subsidiary of Merrill Steel Incorporated, consisting of more than 20 state-of-the-art trucks designed for transporting oversized and overweight shipments, along with hundreds of trailers ranging from 48-foot flatbeds to heavy-haul Jeep and booster combinations. We employ only the most highly skilled professional drivers, highly experienced mechanics, and knowledgeable office staff who work as a team to provide cost-effective service in a timely manner. Our shipping fleet is a major reason why we are able to be competitive throughout North America, including the contiguous 48 states, Alaska, and Canada. Thank you for taking the time to learn a little bit about us. We look forward to having you join us in building it big.
All right, here in our Merrill Steel postgame show, 50-8 final score as we open the stadium here, Coach, in style, visiting with the Newman Catholic Fighting Cardinals head football coach Paul Mikulik. You open the son of a gun in style, you score 50. That's got to be a real proud moment for you and the guys.
Yeah, I thought we last week we didn't execute, and I think I talked to you before the game about it. And I thought today we executed and finished like we were supposed to. And that's what, from week 1 to week 2, you want to see that. And it doesn't matter who the opponent is. It's about execution, and I thought we executed better.
In a game like today, too, you put your foot on the gas right away and didn't let up. Talk about the hot start, getting the running game hooked in right away.
Yeah, we got to be able to run the ball. If we want to get to where we want to get to, we got to be able to run the ball. I mean, it's football. You got to be able to run the ball. But I thought it opened up, and our passing game was pretty crisp, and he made some good passes downfield. But I don't know what we ended up on the ground. But you gotta. We want to be balanced, and you got to be 150 to 200 and 150 to 200. That would be a great day.
Defensively, most of the game, your defense is pushing them backwards, made it very tough on Wild Rose all night. Tell me about your defensive effort.
Yeah, they've been great. I think they might have they got their first first down in that last drive right there, and we didn't give up a first down all last week. So I mean, I don't think there's too many teams in the state of Wisconsin that can say that they didn't give up their first down until the second game, fourth quarter. So some of it was their stuff, but I thought that we executed and we knew what was coming, and the kids did a good job a real good job of flowing. And right now, defensively, they're starting to feel good about each other.
Congratulations on the win.
Thanks, Jason.
All right, bringing our Zaleski Sports Highlight House player of the game, Michael Fox. I want to talk to you about a lot of moments in the game, but first, tell me about the interception on the sideline here in the fourth quarter. How were you able to haul that one in?
I just saw the ball, and I was ready to go get it and make a play when I'm needed.
On a stadium opening, a grand opening, you had everybody here tonight watching. Just tell us about that and the energy that the crowd and just the whole festivity of tonight helped bring to you and the guys.
Yeah, I think it's really good for Newman Catholic and for the guys. I mean, we knew when this was built that there are going to be a lot of lights and for the first time, and it's really great. And we were prepared, and we knew that we have a job to do. Also, we're celebrating this, and we wanted to really put on a good show for the fans that and the parents that do so much for us. And without them, it wouldn't be possible.
Tell me about the offensive line tonight. Obviously, Quincy able to run, you're able to run, everybody able to run. What those three guys did to make that happen?
Yeah, it all starts with them. I mean, they get the initial push, and they give us the holes that we can hit and get down the field, and it all starts with them. And credit to them, they did a great job, and they're getting better and better every day, every practice, and each week, and I'm really proud of them.
I'll give you the microphone.
Right.
We're going to look at the press box. Have you done this before?
No.
Excellent. All right. We got a first time. I'll count you down 3, 2, 1.
Okay.
I'm Michael Fox, and I'm in the house.
All right.
Okay. You just kind of look up towards where it says Newman. That'll be good
All
enough. Okay. 3, 2, 1.
My name is Michael Fox, and I'm in the house.
There you go. Congratulations, man. There's a little something for you. Good luck next week. All right. There he is, Michael Fox, our Zaleski Sports Highlight House player of the game. Final score here on Stadium grand opening night. Newman Catholic 50. Wild Rose 8. Newman moves their record to 2-0. Wild Rose falls to 0-2. For Dan Ross and Braden Bullis, my name is Jason Zaleski. Have a great night, everybody.